Welcome to Profiting Forex Trading. I'm glad to come your way again. Today I want to show you yet another simple strategy that you can use to trade NAS 100 or call Nasdaq or US 100, depends on what your broker call it. So today is a good strategy that I want to show you. I have actually tested this strategy on Ftmo challenge, and it passed under few days with just little DD drawdown. Before I move on today, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly make sure you subscribe, like the video, and you can check my other videos on different about different trading strategy. So today let's move on to our strategy. Now here is a simple strategy. Let me move back a bit before I show you how to actually make this chart. As you can see, I will only trade this particular trend if my candles are actually above the trend line, number one, or two, we have these three dotted yellow line that are above this moving average, the thick yellow one. So I'm going to only trade in the direction of this particular moving average. So let me show you how to trade this particular strategy before I show you the settings for this moving average. Now let's start from today's trade. The last this was the last signal that was generated, but better still, let me start from this particular point. So at this point we have this dotted moving average, this dash moving average actually crossed below the thick yellow MA, So at this point we actually have a set signal, but this set didn't deliver. That's why I actually started from here, so that you will know there's no system that is 100% accurate. So at this point we have after we place this trade, MACD is actually below the zero line, so we place this trade and the stop loss will be few pips above the thick yellow line. So the stop loss is supposed to be above this point, above this place that we actually have, that the signal was generated. Now, so after a while we have a pullback to this particular point. You have to see the three yellow moving average, the dotted line, and but the other thing you have to look out for, we do not have a buy signal here actually, because the three dotted line, the MA, must actually cross above the thick one, above this line. It must cross. Let me try and use arrow so that you know what I'm actually referring to. This particular yellow line. This particular yellow line, this thick one, as you can see my cursor, it must cross this three MA, must actually cross above this thick red moving average before we can consider either to take a trade or not. So we have only one of this MA actually crossing the thick one at this point. So this is invalid trade, a setup, so we are not going to take this particular trade. So after a while the market actually dropped in our direction. So it's actually dropped in our direction, and this is a good trade. So and now, why did I now add MACD to this particular trade? So because this is the first strategy, the first setup. Here we have a set signal, and the MACD is below the zero line for a sell. We have a pullback to the upside, but this line did not cross the dotted moving average. And at this point, now this is how this MACD actually come to play. how you will use this particular MACD. Now at this point we have MACD actually cross from zero line to positive line, from minus side to plus side, to plus line to the upside. So we have a cross, but number one, signal has been generated here for a sell signal, so we are not going to put into consideration this particular MACD line histogram. We are not going to put it to use, but the only thing we are waiting for MACD to actually change to minus side. Now we've established that we have a set signal, a set setup, so we want this MACD to actually turn turn below zero, to the negative side, in order to place another trade. So at this point we actually have MACD change from positive to negative side at this particular point. So at this point we're going to place a trade again for a sell at this point. So once you place your trade, your stop loss will be above this previous high. Your stop loss should be above the previous high here, and you can ride the trend. So a few minutes after MACD turn to the upside again, to the positive side, you will wait again, because we've established that the direction of the trend is actually down. So at this point again, you enter another asset, this turn to negative side below zero line. So we have another sell signal. So you can add to your lot size and keep on following the trend. At this point again, a change to negative side, stop loss above the thick yellow line, and here again we have it at this point again. This is actually a good strategy that if you follow it very well, you are not going to lose. I tested it on Ftmo account for like 5 days, and I actually passed with this strategy, trading only US tech. And this is how I actually use the strategy, and this is how you need to use it. Now let me show you the setup for this particular MA, for this particular strategy. Now I would like to open a new chart so that we can start all over moving average. The first one I actually use, the thick line, is yellow color. The thick one was 134 MA. So here is it, but for a better understanding, not to confuse yourself, you can change the color, but I think it's okay this way. So the next one I actually use is 34. So apply to close, and let's use the dotted line or the broken line. So, and then we have close, apply to close. Here is it. Then the second one, still the same period, 34. This time around, apply to high, then click OK. So the last ones actually are the same thing also, but this time around apply to low. So OK. Now, so this is a search thing we actually add on the previous chart, and then let me now add the MACD. So the MACD I actually change the value. The fast EMA is 6, the slow EMA is 18, and MACD SMA is actually 12. Apply to close, just click OK. You can change the color if you want, and make sure you put level so that you'll be able to see when MACD actually cross from positive to negative side, and click OK. And here is it. So I use this particular strategy on 5 and the 1 minute time frame. So this is how to use this particular strategy. If there's anything you do not understand, kindly go over the video. I believe it is simple and anyone can use this particular strategy. This is how to trade US tech cash or US 100 or Nasdaq profitably without any foreign or custom indicator at all. Every indicator you have it on your platform, so you can make use of it. Just follow me if you've not done so. You can join us on Telegram group also. So if there's anything you don't understand, you can chat me up on Telegram group. Till I come your way again, I remain your fellow trader, Joe, and bye for now.